Death. It's the one thing we can't avoid. But here's something most people don't realize. Researchers at the University of Washington discovered that the body doesn't just shut down in an instant. Instead, it follows a gradual, predictable process, sometimes stretching over days, even weeks, before the final breath. In fact, a 2021 study revealed that the body's core temperature starts to drop hours before death, signaling the inevitable process has begun. In this video, I'll reveal 7 surprising science-backed signs that show body is preparing for its final chapter. First, I'll uncover 5 major signs that happen during the final week. Then, exploring subtle but powerful changes that can be seen 4 to 6 days before. And finally, dive into the last 48 hours, where the body gives its rarest signals. This isn't about fear, it's about gaining understanding. Before we begin, if you're new here, welcome to Healthy Life and Longevity. This channel is dedicated to sharing meaningful, compassionate, and science-based content about health, caregiving, and the human journey. If you find this video helpful, I kindly ask you to subscribe and inspire me to continue making more content like this. Sign number 1. Loss of appetite and reduced eating. One of the first signs that you may notice is a significant decrease in appetite. As the body weakens, it begins to prioritize energy for vital functions. Functions like breathing, brain activity, and circulation, rather than the digestion of food. This is why many individuals nearing the end of life often stop eating or drinking altogether. It's a natural part of the process, allowing the body to conserve energy for what truly matters. As the body enters this state, it also triggers a metabolic process known as ketosis, where stored fat is broken down for energy. This can significantly suppress feelings of hunger. Think of it this way: when you're feeling unwell or extremely fatigued, the last thing on your mind is food. Your body instinctively knows it needs to conserve its resources. It's important for caregivers and loved ones to understand that this loss of appetite is not a sign of refusal or rejection. It's simply a natural response to an impending transition. While it may be tempting to encourage eating or drinking, it's crucial to avoid forcing them to consume food or liquids. Instead, offer small sips of water or gently moisten their lips with a damp cloth. This will help keep them comfortable without putting unnecessary stress on their system. Sign 2. Cold hands and feet. Another quiet but clear sign is coldness in the hands and feet. As the heart begins to slow, it starts working more selectively, prioritizing only the most vital areas, like the brain, lungs, and heart itself. This means that blood flow to the more distant parts of the body, like the hands and feet, is significantly reduced. Consequently, these areas may become cold and pale, a natural part of the body's effort to conserve energy for essential functions. Think of it like a dimming light bulb. When energy is limited, the light shifts focus to where it's most needed. Care tip. To help provide comfort, consider using a soft blanket or warm socks to keep their extremities cozy. This small gesture can make a significant difference in their comfort level during this time. Sign 3. Swelling in hands and feet. Another sign the body is slowing down is swelling in the hands and feet. This fluid buildup, also known as edema, is often caused by the body's decreasing ability to maintain fluid balance. In many cases, it's linked to kidney or heart failure. As these organs begin to lose function, excess fluid starts to collect, especially in the lower parts of the body. For patients who are bedridden, the lack of movement only adds to this. Gravity pulls the fluid downward, causing puffiness around the ankles, feet, or hands. Sign 4. Delirium and confusion. Another sign that often appears in the final days is delirium, or sudden confusion. You may notice your loved one becoming disoriented, struggling to recognize familiar faces, or saying things that don't quite make sense. They may speak in broken thoughts, or seem lost in a different world. This can be deeply emotional to witness, but it's not uncommon. As the brain receives less oxygen, and neurons begin to shut down. Mental clarity begins to fade. It's the mind gently stepping back, even while the body still remains. Sign 5. Changes in skin color. As the body nears the end of life, you may notice changes in skin color. This can manifest as a bluish or purplish hue, particularly in the extremities, which is often referred to as cyanosis. These color changes occur due to reduced blood circulation and oxygen levels in the body. As the heart slows down and blood flow is prioritized for vital organs, areas further from the heart, like the hands and feet, may begin to lose their normal color. Skin color changes can be distressing to witness, but they are a natural part of the dying process. It's important to remember that these changes do not cause discomfort to the individual. Rather, they are simply indicators of the body's transition. Sign 6. Difficulty swallowing liquids or water. Another sign that often appears in the final days is difficulty swallowing, especially liquids. This happens because the muscles used for swallowing become weak, and the brain struggles to coordinate them properly. At the same time, mucus or saliva may build up in the throat, making it seem like the person is choking or gasping. But in reality, this is usually due to extreme exhaustion, not distress. Sign 7. Loss of consciousness. Around 4 to 6 days before death, many individuals begin to experience a loss of consciousness. This is a significant change that occurs as vital organs, including the brain and heart, start to shut down, leading the body into a deep state of rest. Last 48 hours. Signs of the final moments. Sign 8. Death rattle. One of the most recognizable, yet often misunderstood, signs is the death rattle. This is a gurgling, rattling sound that occurs during breathing. It happens when mucus and saliva collect in the throat or upper airways, and the person no longer has the strength to clear it by coughing or swallowing. Sign 9. Decreased urination or no urine at all. As the body approaches its final moments, another significant sign is decreased urination or the complete absence of urine. This occurs as kidney function begins to stop, leading to less blood flow and filtration. When the kidneys are no longer able to filter waste effectively, urine production diminishes significantly. In many cases, output may drop below 100 milliliters in 12 hours, indicating that the body is entering a critical stage of decline. Sign 10. Apnea. Pauses in breathing. In the final moments, breathing may become irregular. You might notice long gaps between breaths, where it seems like the person has stopped breathing entirely. And then, suddenly, they take another breath. This pattern is called apnea, and it's very common in the last hours of life. Sign 11. Eyes not fully closing. In the final hours, as brain function continues to decline, something very subtle, but often misunderstood, may occur. This happens because the brain is no longer sending full signals to control eyelid movement. The systems that once managed these simple functions begin to shut down. Along with this, urinary control may also be lost. Let me explain this in a simple way. Urine production is a continuous process. The kidneys filter waste and send urine to the bladder, but it's your brain that tells your bladder when to release it. Normally, when your bladder fills, it sends a message to the brain, saying, "I'm full." The brain responds with, "Not yet. Hold it until you're ready to urinate." And when you're in the right place, like the bathroom, the brain gives the signal to release. But in a dying patient, this signaling breaks down. The brain may no longer recognize that the bladder is full, or it simply can't respond anymore. As a result, the bladder releases urine involuntarily, often while the person is resting in bed. Thank you for spending these moments with us. If this video brought you even a little clarity or comfort, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to Healthy Life and Longevity. Here, we create content with care to help you navigate life's most meaningful transitions. Your support inspires us to continue making videos that truly matter. There's so much more waiting for you on our channel. Explore, heal, and grow with us. Until next time, stay healthy and keep joy close to your heart.